Hello everyone. So welcome to today's video. As many of you know, I've been leading this free community event this week, this free 3-day event, which is the Gratitude Project. And it's all about shaking off the energy of this year, coming into a high frequency place of gratitude, and then manifesting, co-creating for our own selves, but also for the good of the planet. And the world through these frequencies. And the two crystals that we've been primarily working with the whole time in this project are green aventurine and clear quartz. And the first thing that demonstrates right off the bat is you don't need a ton of crystals. What you need to do is start developing deeper, richer healing and transformational relationships with the crystals you have. We've done an enormous amount of healing and manifestation work in these past couple of days just with these two beautiful crystals. And so I thought I'd introduce them a little bit within the context of the work that we've been doing. So green aventurine is an excellent crystal for receptivity. It's very healing for the heart chakra, especially for those of us who feel we're excessive. So when chakras are imbalanced, there's deficiency, meaning not enough energy flowing through, or excessiveness, meaning too much energy flowing through. That's at least how I teach working with the chakras in my program, Pro Crystal Healer. And so when we're excessive, we've got a lot of energy flowing through. We tend not to have very good boundaries. We tend to give a lot without receiving a lot. We put everyone and everything else first. And underneath that is this shadow belief that we don't deserve, that we are not worthy. And so, we become pleasers and givers and overly generous because we're trying to find that worthiness outside of ourselves. Green aventurine, because it's a stone of receptivity, it helps to bring that back into balance. It helps us come back into a place of centeredness where we're more able to start embodying our worth and also working through whatever that shadow belief may be, whatever that block may be in terms of our worthiness and receptivity. And of course, that will definitely play into abundance blocks, prosperity blocks, manifestation blocks, because when underneath there's a part of us, a strong part of us, that's been programmed there for a long time to say no, no, no to these things. Not worthy, don't deserve, haven't done enough, aren't good enough, whatever it might be. Enough is another one of those magical words that can not be a good thing for us. It helps us to work through and start healing and start addressing that, so we come into that balanced place of receiving as well as giving and being in that healthy, cycle exchange, but then also being able to thrive more and thrive on every level: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, when we're in that more receptive state, which of course is also very powerful, very magical, because it's magnetic. It draws to us that which we're willing or ready to receive. And clear quartz is an amplifier, it's a magnifier. There's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of misinformation out there about clear quartz. And I get a lot of concerned questions about clear quartz. Clear quartz is neither good nor bad. I can pretty much say that for all crystals. It's really, I guess if anything, they're energetically more in a neutral place. They just do what they do. It's like saying that's a good tree and that's a bad tree. They're all trees. These are all crystals. They do their thing. They emit their energy. They function in their divine and natural purpose. So clear quartz amplifies, it magnifies energy, it directs energy very powerfully. It doesn't discriminate between what's good or bad, right or wrong, more wanted, less wanted. It just does its thing energetically. So that comes down to us and working with clear quartz with very clear and purposeful intent. It takes the energy we're giving it and it amplifies and magnifies that and directs it. So of course, it's a very powerful crystal to work with in terms of manifestation, in terms of co-creation. And we're always in that process. It's just a lot of times we're not conscious. We're not mindful about what it is that we're actually putting out there into the world, what it is that we're actually creating in our own lives, in terms of our thoughts, in terms of our feelings, in terms of our choices, in terms of our intentions. And we tend to be really kind of oftentimes I think we can be unaware of, we may be aware of how that affects ourselves or affects our lives, but we don't necessarily think about how that affects the greater world. I remember this beautiful teaching I read from Sandra Ingerman, where she talks about how we pollute the world with our toxic thoughts, our toxic feelings, our toxic intentions, and starting to become more aware that there is no separation. What we do doesn't just affect ourselves and the people immediately around us, it affects the world. One of the things I brought up in the gratitude project this week was this thought of, where we've been emotionally and energetically this year, which of course has been incredibly challenging. But not just how that has affected us. How has that affected plant life? How does that affected marine life, wildlife, the environment? How is that affecting, the energy and the frequency and the quality of our water, the food we're growing? And so really coming back into this encompassed state of being, this fully inclusive state of being, which isn't just about being inclusive of people, but being inclusive of the planet total. And the beautiful thing about working with green aventurine and clear quartz and working with the crystal kingdom is that we are connecting and working directly with that earthly energy, that earthly consciousness, because of course they're all connected to all green aventurines, to all quartzes, to all crystals overall consciously through the crystalline web that runs through this planet, both physically but also in terms of consciousness. So if you're seeking to manifest, my little doggy's coming over to join us here. That's that noise in the background. If you're seeking to manifest, if you're seeking to co-create, if you're seeking to work on abundance, these are two excellent crystals to work with, and you can sit and hold one in each hand. I've been teaching people to hold the green aventurine in their receptive, which is their non-dominant hand, and their clear quartz, which is in their dominant hand. And close your eyes and first connect consciously with these crystals. Connect consciously with the web of life, the earth, the universe, and then begin the process of visualizing that which you are seeking to co-create or manifest, and start to give it more and more energy, more and more emotion, more and more intention, so you really feel like you're starting to inwardly embody what it is you're seeking to co-create or manifest. And then allow your subconscious to take on that intention, to take on that energy, and start guiding your choices, your actions, your steps, and calling in that energy from the universe to co-create. So a wee bit on these two crystals, a wee bit on co-creation and what that involves and how to engage with it. And if you want to learn more deeply how to work with these crystals in manifestation, the final ritual in the gratitude project is spirit stone alchemy, which is working with these crystals and drawing that which we're seeking to co-create down through the different levels and planes of manifestation, helping to birth them in our realities. That is the last ritual of the project, and there's one more day to sign up for the project for free. And engage in that, and also get the 40% discount offered on all of my courses in my academy. So if that speaks to you, the link is in the description. I invite you to join us, and I look forward to sharing more with you guys soon. Have a blessed day.